Hello everyone, welcome to today's lesson on the Global South. Today, we'll be diving into an important aspect of global geopolitics and economics. As part of our broader topic, the world of regions, will focus on the concept of the Global South. This concept helps us understand the unique challenges and opportunities faced by countries in the Southern Hemisphere, especially in relation to their historical, political, and economic context. By the end of this session, we will have a comprehensive understanding of the Global South's role in shaping global affairs. In these objectives, we need to define the term Global South and its significance in global geopolitics. Second is to identify the regions that make up the Global South. Third is to understand the historical context of the Global South, including colonialism. Lastly, we need to explore the relationship between the Global South and the Global North. So, first, let's define what we mean with the Global South. Global South, this term refers to regions of the world traditionally considered less economically developed, primarily located in the southern hemisphere countries in Africa, Latin America, Asia, and parts of Oceania falls under this category. However, the Global South is not just about geography. It is about the global economic and political position these countries hold. Historically, these nations have been marginalized, facing challenges like colonialism, economic exploitation, and political. This concept, or the concept of the Global South, is crucial to understanding global geopolitics today. While the Global North, or the developed world, tends to dominate global decision making and resources, the Global South has unique perspectives that need to be considered. In fact, the countries of the Global South are not passive participants. They are increasingly asserting themselves in international relations. So, for example, China and India, two major players in the Global South, have rapidly developed economies or economics and significant political influence, challenging traditional power structures. Now, let's explore some of the key challenges facing the Global South. The first one is the poverty and economic disparities. As we all know that many countries in the Global South struggle with high levels of poverty, unequal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities exacerbates this situation. Second is climate change. The Global South is often the most affected by climate change despite contributing less to global emissions. Droughts, floods, and rising sea levels disproportionately impact countries in Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. The last one is the political instability and conflict. Political instability, civil wars, and authoritarian regimes are common challenges in several regions. This instability often disrupts economic growth and social progress. These challenges create complex scenarios that require multidimensional solutions considering economic, political, and social factors. Despite these challenges, countries in the Global South are making significant contributions to global progress. The first one is the economic growth and innovation. Countries like India and Brazil have become more global economic players, contributing to international trade, technology, and investment. Second one is the cultural and social contributions. The Global South has rich cultural traditions, art, and languages that have influenced global culture. And also to think about the music, literature, and cuisine that came from Latin America, Africa, and Asia. Lastly is the environmental leadership. Several countries in the Global South such as Costa Rica, have taken the lead in environmental conservation efforts. It promotes renewable energy and sustainable development practices. This contribution demonstrates that the Global South is not merely a passive region but an active player in shaping global trends. Next, let's take a look at how international organizations help address the challenges of the Global South. Key players include the UN, the World Bank, and the IMF. These institutions work to support development, promote peace, and reduce poverty. The first one is the United Nations, or UN. The UN has several programs aimed at improving human rights, sustainable development, and peacekeeping. Its work is crucial in conflict zones in Africa and the Middle East, as well as in disaster relief efforts. Second is the World Bank and the IMF. These institutions provide loans, grants, and technical assistance to help countries in the Global South build infrastructure, combat poverty, and improve governance. However, there are criticisms about the conditions that attach to these loans and their impact on national sovereignty.
Define and contextualize the concept of the Global South within global geopolitics. The Global South constitutes a group of countries that has largely remained undeveloped in comparison to countries that are located in the Northern Hemisphere, whose economies are related better developed. This claim is true as they have procedures and policies in place targeted towards development. Not only Southern Hemisphere countries fall under Global South, a number of states from the Northern Hemisphere are also classified. A number of states from the Northern Hemisphere are also classified as such owing to their economic and political status. Global South is strategically subordinate to Global North and tend to be subjected to their policies and actions due to their established worker relationship and globalization tendencies. This relationship is often marked by historical legacies of colonialism, neocolonism, and unequal power dynamics.
Investigate the unique challenges. Example, poverty challenge, climate change, political instability, and contribution of countries in the Global South. Countries in the Global South face a multitude of interconnected challenges. Poverty is widespread, often exacerbated by limited access to resources, education, and healthcare. Challenge climate change disproportionately impact these regions, leading to increased frequency and severity of extreme weather events. Food insecurity and displacement, political instability often fueled by inequality and conflict. Further, hinders development. Despite these challenges, countries in global south make significant contribution to the global economy, often providing essential resources, labor, and cultural diversity. They are also at the forefront of developing innovative solutions to global challenges, particularly in areas such as renewable energy and sustainable agriculture.
Assist the role of international organizations such as the UN or World Bank in addressing issues faced by the Global South. International organizations like the UN and World Bank play a crucial, albeit complex role in addressing the challenges faced by Global South. They provide financial aid, technical assistance, and support for development projects. However, their effectiveness is often debated, with criticism focusing on issues of neocolonialism, conditionalities attached by aid, and the lack of meaningful participation of Global South nation in decisions-making processes.
This highlights successful case study or initiative led by the Global South nation. Numerous successful initiatives have emerged from the Global South. Example, Brazil Bolsa Familia Program, a conditional cash transfer program that significantly reduced poverty and improved health and education outcomes. India, advancement in information technology has become a global leader in the IT sector, creating numerous jobs and contributing to economic growth. Rwanda's post-genocide recovery and development. Rwanda's remarkable progress in rebuilding its economy and society after the genocide served as an inspiring example of resilience and development.
In conclusion, the Global South is a region full of challenges, but also rich with potential and resilience. It is crucial for us to understand its dynamics, contributions, and the role of international organizations in shaping its future. And that's the end of our discussion for tonight. Thank you.